Want to impress your friends when they come over for dinner? Grab one of these stainless steel pans and start cooking with them. This video is about cooking, maintaining, and cleaning your stainless steel frying pan so you can continue to use it for decades to come. I'll also go over the maintenance and how to make sure that it stays nice and polished. Okay, first thing we're going to do is turn it up to medium heat. If your water just bubbles and does this, then it's not ready. If the water droplets dance on your pan like this, that's when you can go ahead and add water to the pan. Quick kitchen hack. If you can get one of these little bottles, you can get one from probably Walmart or your local dollar store. They're fantastic to store oil, and it's very convenient. You're going to pour in about a teaspoon of oil. You should see ripples in the oil at this point, and that means it's ready to go. After about a minute, you're going to notice your oil is going to have a little bit of a shimmer to it. There's going to be a bit of a ripple to it. That's when you know it's ready. I'm going to do this with one hand, so forgive me if I make a mess. Let's see if that worked. There we go. And that's how you cook with a stainless steel frying pan. So why are your eggs sticking right now? There could be a few reasons. Number one, you didn't heat up the pan hot enough. Number two, use oil. It's not a non-stick pan. Make sure to add enough oil to the pan so that way it stays nice and lubricated. I noticed with things like eggs and meat that if you let it sit there long enough, it'll actually let go of itself from the pan once it's formed a nice crust on it. So here's how you spot the difference between a good frying pan or a high quality frying pan versus something that's a little bit on the cheaper side. Puck bottom or disc bottom frying pans. Something that looks like this. You'll notice the little disc at the bottom of the frying pan. Those are a little bit on the cheaper side. 3-ply frying pan has 3 layers. The outer layers are stainless steel, and the center is the conductor. Stainless steel isn't a great conductor of heat, so inside of this pan, underneath the layers of stainless steel, you're going to either have copper or aluminum. It all varies depending on the pan, but all of them have a metal inside that's a good conductor. So the problem with having a 3-ply frying pan is that once you're done searing your meat and you want to finish something off in the oven in a high heat, it's more susceptible to warping. Whereas your 5-ply frying pan is less susceptible to warping under high heat in the oven. And a 5-ply frying pan has 2 external layers of stainless steel and 3 conductor metals inside, meaning it takes a lot longer to heat up and it takes a lot longer to cool down. You have a little less control over your temperature, whereas 3-ply, you have a little bit more control over the temperature, but it doesn't retain heat as long. On the note of warping, don't take your hot stainless steel frying pan and put it under cold water. You'll ruin your pan. So when it's time to clean up, put some water inside your stainless steel pan, give it a quick boil, and it'll make everything a little bit easier to scrub off. You might notice your pan gets a lot of these type of residues. Sometimes you'll notice that you'll get some oil stains on your pan. And what I like to do is get Barkeeper's Friend on a wet pan. I like to sprinkle some on, let it sit for about 10 minutes, and get some steel wool and scrub it off. That way you get a nice shiny pan. From time to time, you're going to notice your pan is oxidized a little bit on the surface. What I like to do is get a little bit of regular vinegar, white vinegar, put it in there and give it a rinse. And then I like to give it a wipe. And there's the difference. If you've watched this and you still haven't figured it out, just make sure to leave me a comment underneath, and that way I can answer all of your questions. All right, take care.